Well, Jalito, I'll tell you something I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen in a minute. TV Guide. TV Guide. Now, this generation won't know nothing about a TV Guide. But back in our days, well, prior to around 2005, I think that's about when the TV Guide went out. That's at least the last time I kind of remember seeing one. But back in those days, we had analog channels. We had regular channels. Unless you had cable. Cable was different. Cable had its own little guide, had a guide channel you go to that had a scrolling list of what's playing in all the channels. But TV Guide, back in the day, you go down to the grocery store, and you know where they sell your candy bars and mints and Tic Tacs and everything. Well, in your little magazine right there at checkout, you go and they had a little thing of TV guides. You grab that TV guide, and I can't remember how much they were, like $1 something. They were not much. But you grab that TV guide, take it home. Now, if I remember right, the TV Guide was good for a week, I think. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And so here it is Monday morning. Monday morning, you sit down, you say, I want to watch something. Well, how do you know it's playing on what channel? Especially when it comes to movies, because we had channels that had like movies and stuff. Well, you'll pull your TV Guide out, and your TV Guide you pull it was Monday, or let's say Wednesday. You pull it to Wednesday, whatever day it was, and divide up in time. You say, okay, it's 5 o'clock p.m. whatever, 5 o'clock p.m. Here's all your channels. This is what's playing at 5 o'clock on these channels. Then they had broke down to 5 p.m., 5:30. 5:30, 6, 6:30, and so on. And that's how you found out what was playing on what channels before we have these. Everything is streaming nowadays. Everything is pretty much a little bit different nowadays. But that's how you found out what was playing on what channel, especially like channel 13. Channel 13 back back in the day, 80s, probably early 90s, but 80s. Around 3 o'clock every afternoon, they had a movie that came on. It was the $1 Million Movie. That's how it was advertised, the $1 Million Movie. And a lot of times it's just random movies. Every so often they have a disaster week or something like that, and they'd be playing the Poseidon Adventure, or Towering Inferno, or some disaster film. Airport 77, something like that. And if you look the TV Guide up, yeah, it'll show you, this on channel 13, 3 o'clock, this movie that's playing. Yeah, missed those days. I'm not sure last time the $1 Million Movie actually, whether they even aired it on channel 13. Around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. Because I remember coming home from school, and especially when they had like disaster weeks and stuff. They had like Terror Inferno and Earthquake, and where they had monster movies and stuff. All that kind of stuff. Back in the good old days. But yeah, it's the good old days. I kind of miss the old TV Guide and the old analog broadcasting. A lot of people don't realize, especially a generation nowadays, back in those days, at a certain time, most of our networks, whether it be channel 13, channel 26, channel 20, you're here in Houston 39, at a certain time, the TV channel would stop broadcasting. About midnight, 1 in the morning, whenever the last showing, whatever last thing played. Because I remember I'd be watching late night, watching Andy Griffith Show, watching I Love Lucy, the old Star Treks with with Kirk and Spock and everybody. I'd be watching those, and a lot of times once that last show played, the network cut off, and then you had little rainbow bars, color bars, and that was it. That's all that channel was going to broadcast until the next morning. Yeah, it wasn't 24/7 streaming like we have nowadays. All our channels are digital, and they just run something all night, all day. I could wake up 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and turn TV on and something playing. Yeah, but not in those days. Not in those days. Those days, the network just turned off. But yeah, that's all I got. Just kind of remember those old TV guides. I'm not sure what made me think about that. TV Guide. Like your piece, like your key.